At the 2022 show in Rollag, you couldn't miss the fact that Rumely was the feature. The impressive field of vintage iron was the result of years of hard work to host the annual Rumely Expo at the Western Steam Threshers reunion.
My son is the one that really is mostly involved with the Expo, and he's the one that worked with Luke. My son is on the National Rumely Board, and he is actively and has been since he was a young boy with this show here at Rollag, and as I have been. So our involvement came two ways. My involvement came because I've been involved with the Western Minnesota Steam Threshers. Actually, I've been coming here for 45 years, since 1977. And Reese, my son, has been coming since he was probably 14 or so years old after I started coming. So he's been actively involved in this show for a good long while, and then he's very much interested in Rumely. That's what he particularly likes to collect. And so he took on the job of coordinating the Expo between the Rumely Products Collectors Club and Western Minnesota Steam Threshers.
We've been working at this for 4 years to get this established. It's quite a feat to get the chance to host the Expo. You got to apply with the Rumely Collectors Group. You have to apply, and then they have to elect you. And Reese did a lot of the work for that for us, and he's got the right connections to make it work, and he knew what we would have to do and expectations of the Rumely Collectors Group to be able to host such an event like this. So he did the footwork on that. After we got that implemented, then we had to sort of make a hit list of what we wanted to see. And because we're more westerly than a lot of the expos, we have more of a western influence, which means more heavyweight tractors, more big iron.
Rumely collectors highly prize their vintage iron, and they enjoy sharing their machines with others and providing a view of long ago farming history in motion.
We're going to be plowing our demonstrations with all the Rumely tractors that want to come out there and plow. And we'll have some steam engines plowing out there. But what we do in our expo years, when we have a focus, we try to make sure that those people that bring their stuff, they can keep them busy.
One of the things that these shows, I think, do overall is try to show you the evolution of agriculture from the homestead days to horses, steam, and gas. Well, then one of the things an expo does generally is show you the evolution of that particular product line from the very first ones that they made, like Kerosene Annie, as Rumely products evolved over the approximately relatively short time, approximately 20 years. Kerosene Annie was made in 1908, built in 1908. Well, it took them probably a year and a half to get the production in, so I think the first Rumely oil pools that came out were what, late 10 and 11. Well, that went on until then. Rumely actually went out of business, filed for bankruptcy in 1930, and were bought out by Alice Chalmer 30-31. So it's a relatively short period of time, but at this expo you can see the evolution of that particular product line from Kerosene Annie all the way to the Rumely 6, which was the last product that Rumely made. It was a very good one, and had they developed that probably a year too sooner, might have helped them last a little bit longer.
With amazing, rare, and historic pieces filling the field at Rollag, for the expo organizers, the collection of big Rumely iron exceeded expectations.
Myself, I've got this F oil pull here. It's a 1912. And my wife and I, we bought it from Clarence Young out in Great Falls, Montana, probably about 5 years ago. And then I also have a 1630 Rumely here. It's not the one that my great-grandparents started with, but they had farmed with one, so that's the one that really started the bug for me.
We've got people from Indiana and actually from California. There's one piece I think that's traveled the farthest came from California. So it's just a much bigger event. People make more of an effort to get here, I think, to come to a big feature like this. One reason is they like to show their equipment, and if it's one like this one where they know there's going to be a lot of really rare pieces that are just not often seen.
We wanted to try to have one of every model, and we got the whole alphabet, and we got an ideal pull and toe hold from California. So I think as far as the oil pull lineup and gas tractors, this is probably the most comprehensive expo there has been. I think we've got the earliest Rumely steam engine that exists here yet. Belongs to Peter Nels now. That 50 horsepower Scott portable, only one to exist. Phenomenal piece there. So I couldn't be more proud of what we put together here.
Hey, thanks a lot for catching Classic Tractor Fever. If you like steamy tractor stories, be sure to check out these other pre-30 tractor features. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll keep more Classic Tractor Fever stories headed your way.